Kevin Gray Improv Chat.
Thank you, female announcer voice. I'll take it from here.
Daddy funny.
Welcome back to another episode, another podcast. Hey, and I'm joined with some very, very special people to me. I'm riding in a car with my wife sitting next to me. I have my son in the car seat in the back, and then I have my daughter not in a car seat because she's big enough. Shaina, one of the things that you told me was that yes and has been something very important to you in life.
Yes and is pretty much saying yes to anything that... Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you.
Bless
Another
you.
one.
4. It's basically taking circumstances for what they are and agreeing to it. Like this, there's uncontrollable things, and you have to say yes. Okay, I accept those circumstances, and I'm going to add information to it. I'm going to add value to whatever situation that we're in.
Pretty much saying yes to any situation and adding on to it as well. And, it kind of goes back and forth. You can use it as a conversation, because I know sometimes when people get negative, you don't really know what to say after somebody says no. Conversation is dead. So when you're saying yes and yada, 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 it keeps the conversation going.
How have you seen that play out in your life and in all areas of your life? Your job. Bless you, Gunner.
Never.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much.
Oh boy. So one of the things with yes and that I like to teach is literally saying the yes, repeating what that person said, and then saying and then adding information. In so many ways, you can use that in your business, in your relationships, pretty much any situation you can use yes and. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Has there been a circumstance in your life that you go, wow, I use yes and specifically in this area and it's benefited me over and over again?
It's just fun to play, for one. And for two, I think that when I'm in a funk, that's when I'm needing to say yes. And so that's where it's like, okay, yes. And then you get in the habit of saying yes instead of no. When you're on the couch and you don't want to get up, you start saying yes.
Yeah, we can get your water, and it's going to be delicious.
There you go, bug.
That's really cool. And I like that you brought up the point of getting in a funk, because everybody gets in a funk at some point.
Well, if you just say yes and continue in your mind, so if you're saying yes, then there's going to be an and that comes after. Like if you say, yes, I'm going to stand up, well, what are you going to do afterwards? You're probably going to walk, so that's your and.
I think for me personally, with the yes and has been extremely important in business and in life, just in general. What's cool is that you can do that by yourself also when you're stuck in traffic or you're just needing a chance to free up your mind and just go through that process. We're driving on the freeway. Yes, and there's a lot of traffic. Yes, and there's a car in front of us that has a Ram logo on it. Yes, and it looks like a skull. Yes, and that reminds me of a TV show that I once watched. Yes, and that TV show really gave you nightmares when you were a kid. Yes. So try that out this week. I know that every podcast I like to give you some exercise that you can work on by yourself to sharpen your mind, and I'm going to keep hitting these things because it's so important to have those fundamentals and grow and develop your mind over time. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. In the meantime, just say yes and see where that takes you. All right? See you next time. Bye, guys.
Kevin Gray Improv Chats.